guys, welcome to a new video and I am Bella, and the video that I have for you guys today is me giving you some tips that will help us to not get the coronavirus. So without further ado, let's get on this video. Let's go. Before we move on to the tips, I'm just going to give you some facts about the flu versus the coronavirus. Did you guys know that every year around the world about 5 million people get the flu and over 600,000 people die because of it? So that's about 12% of the 5 million. So the majority of people that die with the flu either die very young or over the age of 65. So the youngsters can die because their bodies aren't strong enough, and the elders, their body is weak. No more people can die with the flu because the young, the adult and the elder can get a vaccination. Now moving on to the coronavirus facts. So now at the end of February 2020, the coronavirus has infected over 80,000 people around the world and over 2,000 people have died because of it. So that's about 2.5% of the 80,000. So that means there is 6 times more chances of you dying with the flu than the coronavirus. Then why are people so scared more of the coronavirus than the flu? The reason why people are scared of the coronavirus is because we don't know the origin, and also there is no vaccination for it. Therefore, people are scared of the coronavirus because they don't know how to kill it. So that is why I am here in this video to give you some tips that will help us from not getting the coronavirus. So your hands have the smallest pores in the whole of your body, and it is very difficult for any bacteria or viruses to go through your hands unless you have a cut. And if you touch anything contaminated and you touch your face, for example, you scratch your nose, your eyes, your head, you put it in your mouth, which you do 20 to 25 times every day, the virus will go through your body and that will make you sick. Which is why tip number 1 to knock the coronavirus out is to wash your hands for minimum 20 seconds and properly with soap. Tip number 2 for knocking out the coronavirus is that if you are in a public toilet, make sure you use a wet wipe to close the tap and open the door. Now tip number 3 for knocking out the coronavirus is that using this kind of mask helps, just not very much. Which is why if you use the N95, 95% of particles will not go through the mask. If you use the N99, 99% of particles will not go through the mask. And if you use the N100, then 99.8% of particles will not go through the mask. Tip number 4 for knocking out the coronavirus is that if you have any pets at home, make sure you wash your hands. And if you go to the countryside and you touch any wild animals, make sure you wash your hands very well after. Tip number 5 for knocking out the coronavirus is that make sure you do not cough or sneeze on your hands, because you can then touch something, you can touch someone and you will contaminate them. So the best way to do it is to make sure that you sneeze and cough on here. Achoo! Or if you'd like, you can wear a really good face mask. Tip number 6 for knocking out the coronavirus is that if you are traveling by plane, make sure you use a good face mask. Make sure you clean the chair. Sit by the window if you can so that you have less contact with other human beings. Make sure you keep the air vent open during the whole flight. If you get cold, make sure you use a blanket and enjoy your food. Tip number 7 for knocking out the coronavirus is that if you eat any sort of animal, make sure you cook it correctly so that you avoid any contamination. Tip number 8 for knocking out the coronavirus is that if you see that you have a fever, you cough a lot and you have shortness of breath, then it can be a sign of you having the coronavirus, which means you have to call your health service and they will explain to you exactly what you have to do. Last but certainly not least, is that you subscribe and you share this video with friends and family. Okay guys, so that is the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with friends and family. Visit my website www.bela.com. See ya. And I'll see you guys, in the next video. Bye. Besos.